Hey everybody, this is your daily dose of all things royal. During the Jubilee, many people speculated that both Meghan and Harry were wearing wires. As you can see with Meghan, she kept fiddling with her left collar, as well as she had this odd thing poking out of her chest. And the choice of jacket that she wore from the backside would be appropriate to hide a mic battery pack under there. Now remember, this is all speculative. However, being that they are in the process of trying to get content for Netflix, it would make sense. We know for sure that Harry was definitely wearing a mic, as you can see from this video. As you can see, it's a silverish type of device, similar to what you're seeing here, if not the same thing. And the couple was called out for it. Surely they would have learned their lesson, right? I believe Harry learned his lesson, but not Meg's. Now, this is opinion only, but I believe Meghan was fully wired at the funeral. I believe she learned her lesson from the Jubilee and upgraded her body wires to be less obvious. Well, first off, why do you think she was wearing a cape? Not only was this outfit inappropriate, but you have to take a look at the reasoning or the functionality of what that cape would do. Theoretically, it would cover anything that was in the back, such as a mic battery pack or a receiver. Now let's take a look at what undercover wiring would look like if there was something hidden under whatever she was wearing. Clearly, as you can see, technology has advanced so far that you could wear something that could not be detected to the naked eye. But if you look closer, it's highly possible she had one of those flat mics taped to her chest. As you can see here, there's a slight elevation on her chest area. You can see it here again. Plus, you can also see something that looks somewhat like a wire running up at the bottom. And there you have it again. That's not where the collarbone is. So me, that looks like there's something resting under there, such as a flat mic. Now, she might have thought she was slick to wear this superhero Zorro cape, and she almost made it with her performance until the very end. And let me show you. Many speculated that she could have been pregnant because her stomach looked bigger. I don't think so. It just looks more like an alcohol gut. But it's when she gets into the car and you look at her back, I notice something. Do you guys see it? Now I'm going to talk over this just for a few minutes. Here's my concern. So yesterday was an extremely sacred day, especially at the very end when Her Majesty was moved down to the vault. There was a private, I guess, ceremony that the public was not able to see. My concern is that this woman was allowed to go down there, and who knows what was said or, and that's none of our business to know because it's sacred. I'm concerned that that sacred moment with the family had been violated because it's possible that this woman was wearing a wire. And I hope that the family recognizes that they have a snake amongst them and they need to do something about it. Now, I've watched Bookworm, and she did a video a few days ago about this IPP status. If those children get prince and princess, there will be 3 royal members with those titles, which would apparently entitle them to this IPP status. This is a big problem if they get this prince and princess title. Not even so much anymore the HRH. The prince and princess will do it for them, apparently. Here's the concern with IPP status. Let me explain to you. So, IPP status is, a status members of the king's immediate family retain and which entitles them to state-sponsored protection almost anywhere in the world. Yes, everything that we've been saying, wherever they are, whether it be the United States, Canada, France, guess what? The government of where their feet touch on the soil is who's going to pay for it. So, being that they are living in America, you guarantee that the US will be funding the security bill. So, how much does security cost for a royal? Well, it's a lot. Let me just give you some numbers. Estimates about the cost to provide protection for such a high profile family, if there's 3 members who now have these titles, start bare minimum $1 million a year. Other estimates range from $6 million if, let's say, they maintain a relatively low profile, but as high as $28 million if they live a jet-setting lifestyle. And we know how Megzy and Has love their private jets. On top of it, when they come to New York, they're pulling policemen off our streets to babysit them. As is, we already have a high crime problem, and then add additional traffic into the streets of New York, it's only going to piss a lot of people off. And also, let's not forget about the intelligence that they will get from Scotland Yard. In my opinion, the people they're dealing with are some shady characters, which, I'm sorry, I don't think it's a good idea to be giving them any access to public intelligence about civilians. That should be off limits. But if they get the IPP, guess what? They'll go after anybody who criticizes them or standing in their way to whatever it is that they selfishly are trying to do, which is get power and money. And let's not forget that the people that they support and are funding, aka the Sussex Squad terrorists, they are actively trying to pull down the monarchy and destroy it. All of us have to write to the monarchy and let them know that this is a bad idea and we don't want this. Especially, I mean, the British people don't want to pay for it, neither do the Americans. So this is not just a British exercise. This is a global exercise, mainly for America and Great Britain. But I think everybody needs to start writing in. And not only to King Charles, but you should be writing to Prince William and you should be writing to Elizabeth Truss. Okay? The new prime minister also needs to understand the severity of this, because being that she is the new prime minister, she might cave and might give in to Prince Harry because she doesn't want any trouble. Your voice needs to be heard. You have to write to these people. I've heard that King Charles is not going to even look at it. Well, you know what? You've got to try multiple outlets, not just King Charles. Do it to Prince William. I mean, you don't want to see anything happen to the Princess of Wales or even those children, which we know there is a tremendous amount of hatred coming from the Sussex side. Many of us have indicated that this couple and the people that they have associated themselves with are extremely dangerous. Let's not give any more power or access to resources that they should not have or deserve. Take this serious and write to these people. We have to try. What do you guys think? I want to say thanks again to all those who joined me yesterday on the live to watch the funeral. I really appreciated the company. I don't have anybody to share all my love for the monarchy. Even though I am an American, I do have special connection with the royal family, and I just want to say thanks for everyone that spent the time, as well as all those that had donated and gave support. You have no idea how much that has helped me, and I am truly grateful. Now, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell button. I will be back soon with more content. That being said, thanks so much. Bye.
I was such a fraud.